our project for the self-portrait. It will be more of an abstract self-portrait. We're going to start with the cardboard backing and the colored photocopy paper. We will apply the same mixture that we used for the collage, and that is a bottle of glue mixed with 1/3 bottle of water, and then you stir it up really well. So I'm going to apply a thin layer using the palette knife. And you can just pour a little bit, maybe a tablespoon or so. So a little bit smaller than the canvas. And then just apply that thin layer with the palette knife. Trying to get it pretty even. And I went ahead before I started this video and I took the colored copy paper and I cut it into 3 strips to cover the background. So I will lay down the blue strip first, kind of matching up the edges. I believe they're about the same height, but I'm kind of letting it run over the edge. I can just trim that blue away. You'll notice on the backing here, I can trim that away with scissors later when it's dry. And then I'll go with green in the middle. And then last, the yellow. And the yellow will overlap on the side as well. And I can trim that away later. And if needed, you can apply just a little bit more where that does overlap. Alright, so there we go. This will be the background for the abstract portrait. Now, because this is a little bit wet right now, it's wanting to fold up, but I will be putting this underneath some books to dry later, and it should dry nice and flat. Then you'll notice in your packet that you have some sketches on how to draw a portrait. So we'll start with that next. Let's see. And you can just pencil that in. So you want to start with that oval shape first. Everything about abstract means that it does not have to be perfect. So I'm just penciling in the oval shape to start. And then I have my paintbrush and my watercolor handy. So depending on what colors you want to use for your abstract portrait, you can start painting. I'm probably going to outline in a dark blue here just to start. And you can stand up as well to get a little bit more perspective as you So then I just have the basic oval shape here to start with. And then I can start adding the features. Now looking at our template there on how to draw your portrait, you want to look at the different segments and quarters of the face. So if you want to pencil that in, you could kind of create the quarters just very lightly. So your eyes actually come down real low. And then, let's see, got your eyebrows above that. And you can kind of start your hairline if you wanted to. And then you have your nose, your mouth. So it's starting to take the basic features of the face. And you'll notice that you also have markers. So I encourage you to continue with the paint, and as the paint dries, you can add the marker as well to add more color, just to brighten it up a bit. And I'm going to let this just set up and dry for a bit and come back and add more features. All right, I have my markers handy, my watercolors, and you can see I've added some marker already to the portrait, just giving a little more definition. And then we'll really start adding those abstract features with the paint. So have your watercolor handy, and you can really start to add those shadows. And be brave and bold with those colors. You can just choose really any color that you'd like. I think I'm going to start with a purple here. And kind of finding areas where I'm just kind of adding shadows. And purple is somewhat bold, but I could go back in with some green as well. Just going around like the cheekbone area. And then you can kind of do the bridge of the nose as well. Adding shadow. And defining those lips a little bit more. And you can continue to go back and forth between your watercolor and your marker, just blending different colors here. And just featuring those shadows. and I will continue to add colors and shadows and then continue to update and post videos as I'm working. So we'll just stop for a brief minute. So this is towards the finished product here, getting near to completion. I have added several different colors with marker, watercolor, and you can go in with pencil and any other tools that you have on hand just to add the shading and the highlights and also the shadows to finish your self-portrait. All right, hope you all enjoyed that project. Take care.